And hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a Werewolf the Apocalypse venue set in San Diego, California. In this scene, we have two Garu, Veronica and Cora, who are conspiring to do something. Let's see what it is. Let's go to them and see what they're doing and junk.
Veronica goes to Cora and finds her where she is, either looking for her around like either the training ground or usual areas.
Cora is relaxing by the training grounds. She is feeling out her lupus form for a little bit because she's realized she hasn't been she's been leaving that off to the side, her lupus form. So she's just sitting down, cleaning herself.
Veronica just has this look like both annoyed as well as curious, like what's a dog doing here? And then her eyes just slowly widen, realizing who that is. Like what?
Cora will smile and realizing that Veronica's over here, she'll go ahead and shift back to Hamid.
So I remembered you want to help me with Bailey's birthday present.
Yes, you
I have
said I could help.
Yes, I can. So we're gonna visit Alaya. He is a Geta Fenris, and we're going to discuss this. You are welcome to join, because I believe this is something you would also be interested in.
She nods. Yeah. Yes, I would like to go. Thank you.
All right. We head over to wherever I was told to meet up with him.
He's by the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cora is walking up with Veronica.
So Elias doesn't really smile, but he'll stand as Veronica and Cora approach. Hello.
Hello. Lindsay, out of game, can we just say we talked for a little bit, like
Yeah,
Elias, just to make it easy? So, brought Cora with me because she wanted to help too, as well as I believe this would interest her. So this was concerning Bailey's birthday present, as well as making sure this is done correctly so there's no repercussions. And she presents the ring, which looks like one of those stainless steel or silver-like material. It appears like raven talons clasping over something.
And for ease of sake, we'll just say they did a quick introduction.
Yeah, it's fine. Like we can hand wave intros. I don't care. Elias doesn't really give a fuck about intros too much anyway. Like he's in some ways traditional, in some ways really not. So it's whatever.
You can be casual with him just as long as you're respectful.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, for the most part. So he looks at the two of them. Well, we need to step sideways. And like I don't care to make rolls. You're on Sept. It's diff 4. Just step sideways. It's fine. No need
diff 3 for Cora.
Yeah, exactly. Like no, it's fine. Just step sideways.
All right.
So, vroom, you go to the Umbra.
Which Cora will see. Like her spirit heritage is like looks like a thunder and lightning storm and a bit of cat in it.
Cora looks like she's a dryad. leafy hair with flowers, and her skin kind of looks like bark with leaves on it.
This is like probably the interesting spirit here, because I
Um,
know what Elias is.
Elias has Snow Queen spirit heritage. So he looks like even more like a woman in the Umbra than he did in the Tellurian, with Snow White skin, very pale blonde hair, dark blue eyes, and he just has this coldness radiating from him.
Cora tilts her head and she says, "If somebody was to walk upon us, they would think we were elementals."
Indeed. No, lightning. Earth. Cora. You are a Thayer, Jeff.
Yes, I am.
Like to help me summon the spirit.
She nods.
Right. So roll your rate of summoning.
Okay. I always forget. I'm sorry.
It is.
Almost
That's fine.
charisma and rituals.
It's wits rituals.
Okay.
The diff is the type of spirit we're trying to summon. Let me look real quick. This is going to be a higher difficulty because we're summoning an ancestor spirit. I think it's like diff 7. List of
Out of game, I know the best threat for this guy if he gets mad. I could let Grandpa the Thunder have you.
Right.
That would terrify anybody.
Cora hasn't really even looked at him recently. Like, she. I'm kind of curious what he's going to say to her.
I'm gonna say diff 6.
Diff 6?
There's no there's not one that says that it's there's not one that says, but there's a gap in between Jagling and Totem Avatar, so I'll just put that there. So diff 6.
Okay.
Diff 6 for ancestor spirits. Especially one that's this one is an elder, and yeah, he was, though he fell, was actually fairly respected, powerful.
Okay.
That's why I feel out of game. Get a Fenris summoning that. Get a Fenris being involved in this makes it easier.
Can I use the transparent willpower to help?
Yeah.
Okay. So 70-10. 4 successes on Cora's end.
Nice.
Well done.
Okay, so your successes adds to Elias's dice pool, which he already has a lot of dice. So you just gave him 13 dice to roll.
Yes.
Even though this isn't said out loud, if Elias needs doses, Veronica has no issue offering.
Okay.
Huh.
Wow. So that's 11 successes.
He's like literally like collapsed on the floor. Like, that's how calm he is.
This guy is not hostile at all in the fucking least. This is what happens when Thayer is Thayer. Let me put up his picture.
Low-key, Elias and Cora high five.
So, yeah, for sure.
Oh, you
Like,
know what?
what?
Pure breed affects that too, doesn't it?
No.
She,
Oh,
I forgot to roll that. Oh well.
well, your Stargazer, not Get Offenders. So, it's only the pure breed of the tribe of the Gar that you're trying to summon.
Okay.
So I should have put 4 more dice on Elias's, but he doesn't need it. So
Not with 11
It's fine.
successes.
no. So he should have rolled 17 dice, but whatever. Um, where is this guy's? There it is. Okay, so here is the picture of Iron Fist. So he comes and he is at Elias's feet and kneeling.
Cora is standing slightly back behind Elias, like from where she was standing before.
So he
She's
looks
looking
down
at
at
him.
this. He looks down at this tyrant with sheer disappointment and radiating from him. Like the coldness intensifies.
Veronica has her
And-
arms crossed.
And he is just staring daggers at this guy. And he grumbles and Iron Fist grumbles. What can I do for you, my Jarl? Elias crosses his arms. You need to do as these two say. Points. Veronica and Cora. He turns around and he looks at them.
Veronica has her ring up. Like
Cora's,
implying.
Cora's actually looking dead into his eyes.
So he, like he doesn't get hostile, but the look on his face turns to what is kind of on the picture, knowing that she's a metis from his sept.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, you can give that look all you want. You're gonna be making it up to the menace that you paid crimes against.
So, which he understands Veronica, and he growls, and Elias kicks him. What do you want? Cora will understand that.
You're to make that ring your home.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you said. It was so quiet.
He whispered, "No."
No. She raises her eyebrow.
You're gonna say no to a Daughter of Thunder? Grandfather Thunder might have an issue with that.
Elias will say, "You're going to say no to your great Jarl? I told you to do as they say." How long?
100 years.
Yeah, Cora just translated that.
He is not happy about it.
A small price to pay for the countless lives you slaughtered.
You cannot go to Valhalla until this deed is done. You'd be in a purgatory.
Cora's eyes narrow at him. She's giving him the exact same expression that he's giving her.
Mm-hmm. Fine. And since he agreed, Cora, do you have right of binding?
She does.
Okay, she'll need to take the ring from Veronica.
She gives the ring over to Cora.
She'll take it.
And then you can roll your right of binding.
Is it Wits Rituals again?
Yeah, it is Wits Rituals, I believe. Let me Let me look at the rite of binding. Only presence of the spirit, attempting to bind. The Garu first must spend a number of gnosis points. Each gnosis spent reduces the spirit's gnosis rating by 1. Okay, so no. It is your willpower. Difficulty equals the spirit's adjusted gnosis. The number of successes indicates how long the spirit may be forced into service. With each success binding the spirit for 1 week. In the case of Talon, the spirit is bound until the object is used. But I'll hand away that because you made a deal with the spirit. So his gnosis is, let's see, Elder Philodox is 7. So you'll spend 1 gnosis because you have to, and that reduces it to 6. And then any more that you want to spend, you can spend. Veronica can also spend gnosis to reduce.
I'll give you gnosis to reduce this.
Okay.
Before you do that, just one.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I was gonna bring up to Elias if he wants to do any Talon making. I don't mind offering gnosis, like just because he helped with this or whatever.
He'll nod. He'll say, "I'll keep that in mind."
So it's diff 6 if I spend a gnosis, and so on, or
yeah, if you spend 1 gnosis, it reduces his diff to 6, and then however many after that reduces.
I'll give you a gnosis too. So it'll be diff 5.
Yeah, Cora will spend 3 because she has 6. Like Jesus.
Oh well, okay. Well, the minimum difficulty is 3, so
that brings it down to 4, I believe. Wait.
So okay, so 7, 3, 4. Veronica spent 1, so yeah, it brings the diff down to 3.
Okay, and I roll willpower.
Yep, roll your willpower at difficulty 3.
Okay, there's a reason why I did that. She doesn't have any willpower.
It's your permanent willpower score.
Yeah.
What do you have? 3 willpower?
She has 4 willpower total.
I would spend 1 willpower then.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
It's still but even though you're spending 1, you still roll 4 dice.
Okay, 4 successes. Wait, no, I rolled it at diff 6. It's 5 successes.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 5 successes. So yeah, he is bound very quickly into the ring, and he will be bound for 100 years. So Elias will look to them.
I appreciate this. I'll let Bailey know.
Or do you know how to make it a fetish?
I do not.
Would you like it made into a fetish?
I would.
Would you like it to do?
She thinks, and then she looks over at Veronica.
He needs to serve his time to assist Metis for the crimes that he committed, so I'd like it where he has to literally assist him, whether it's giving his abilities or his strength. Like, this is bigger, like, similar to what we talked about, Lindsay, like, where it's similar to Ancestor Spirit or better.
Yes. So he nods. Okay.
The main rule I'll have is this is a Metis only ring. Only Metis can wear it.
He'll nod. He'll say it can only be passed to Metis. Okay. So he has some ideas, like what he's gonna have it do and the ban. So
we should probably find a way to put a date of when to start it on the ring, just so we know when the 100 years is up.
He nods. The spirit will nod. And once I make it into a fetish, Okay. So since the difficulty of this is going to be low because the spirit is already in the object. So, is Cor what is Cora's ritual score?
It's 3.
Sweet. So she can learn this right now.
Yes.
So she can watch Elias do this.
And she's focused, like, intently. She's using concentration.
I'm going to use the number of successes to reduce the difficulty. That's step 5. The number of successes on the rite of binding is going to reduce the difficulty on making this into a fetish. And 5 successes, so okay. So Elias performs the rite to make this into a fetish, which is a little bit, he had to modify it a little bit because the spirit is already bound into the fetish. So, but Cora can still learn it, even though he had to modify it some. And he'll like explain what he modified and why and what you would normally do to make a fetish. So that way she knows, and she can always come back for help. So
Cora nods and she'll say, "I'm pretty sure the ring was already cleansed as well."
Yes.
For sure. So yeah, so by the time he's finished, the ring is now a fetish that Bailey can attune to, and it will work. And he made sure that the spirit inside knows that it is only to serve Metis, and if it is not a Metis that attempts to use it, he will not make it work. So, like, basically, the whole rite is talking to the spirit and inside the object and telling it what it needs to do. So, and how long it has to do it.
Veronica looks at final breath. I know you didn't ask, but I will give credit to you for making sure this was done as well as proper protocol. So Bailey will know you also contribute with his birthday present.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm sorry, what did she say to Elias?
Even though you didn't ask, because this is a gift for Bailey, I will make sure that you get credited for this.
Thank you. You don't really need it. I'm actually working on another fetish. He pulls a pair of fingerless leather gloves for my protege.
Let me know. I could add some gnosis to make the difficulty lower if you would like.
Hold on. Okay. I'll take some.
All right. Does he want it now, or?
Yeah, you can take it now.
I'll give him 2 gnosis.
Awesome.
Then it'll just be like later on, I'll just meditate to get gnosis back.
Yeah, you can totally do that. And as long as, and if you spend a night on Sept, you get a gnosis back too.
Yep.
But yeah.
That's why you get on the good side with Theurges. So Veronica is going to text Bailey to meet up with her.
Yeah, he will appear pretty quickly. He'll where do you want to meet? And then
we'll pick somewhere private on the Cairn because I know Elias is working on his stuff, so he doesn't want to be disturbed.
Just wherever then.
He sees Veronica with a cocky smirk with her teeth flashing.
Cora's standing beside her, smiling.
He furrows his brow.
So, even though this is late, it is totally worth it. And she has a box for like a small jewelry. Happy birthday.
He blinks, takes it.
You'll really appreciate this. As she gives an evil smile.
He just like he looks up at her and just kind of grins, and he nods to Cora, and smiles. Okay, and he opens it. The ring.
Not just any ring. So they
He
get
can,
a.
I'm sure he can feel the magic radiating from it.
The get offenders that discriminate against Metis, yeah, we gave him no choice, and he's to serve out 100 years in that ring to other Metis to make up for it.
He is imprisoned in that ring for 100 years to serve only the Metis.
It's a
fetish.
Yep.
What does it do?
He has to lend his strength and his abilities to whatever Metis he has to serve. And he cannot stop. And he has to do this for 100 years. It's a talon of prison. In a Ravenclaw. You could also thank the Jarl of the Get Offenders. He helped make sure this was possible.
His eyes just go really wide, like, okay. Wait, so means that I can fight.
This is why your birthday present was late.
He tears up, and he just hugs Veronica.
Cora helped too.
He pulls her in too. Come here.
She hugs him.
Like, Cora's his sister anyway. Thank
she,
you.
like, she hugs him really tight.
Yeah, he'll hug her tightly too. Thank you.
I figure, who better to hold the person who hurt all of us than my brother?
Yeah, the tears just, they spill. He'll press his forehead to hers. Thank you. Thank you.
She's just combing his hair. She's tearing up a little bit too. Veronica's probably over there going, okay, now they're crying.
I think with this emotional display, we can probably end the scene here.
Yeah, we can. Veronica just has her arms crossed watching them be emotional.
So, thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.